Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's your girl, DAZZLE, and I'm back for another tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is email me. Everything's going to be in the description box. So let's get into it. First of all, we're going to be talking about a Chicago mother named CARLISHIA Hood. I'm going to just call her Miss Hood. And her 14-year-old son, who was charged with murder of a guy named Jeremy Brown. And after the teen shoots the man who punched his mother repeatedly during the argument, okay? So I'll just tell you guys what happened, all right? Just tell y'all. So, and then also, I'm going to intertwine, my experiences with going to restaurants and trying to pick up food and order food and stuff like that in our urban society, in our hoods, you know what I'm saying? In the hood. That's what it is, right? Or in the urban or melanated communities. I'll just say it like that. However y'all want to put it. So you have a mother, Miss Hood, and her son one night. She doesn't want to cook. It wasn't a cooking night, it was a takeout night. So she went to a spot where, of course, anyone would go to a spot where they actually like the food and, get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Order and go home and go mind your business and chill and eat. Now she went in there, and y'all know how it can go, right? Most of the time, people like me, I don't like to talk to people like that at a certain time in certain areas, because it's like a lot of people aren't friendly. A lot of people, they want to start stuff with you. A lot of times people don't like to admit that, but they do. It's always one person in the whole group of people or a group of people, in the establishment that's always doing this, and it's like they want attention, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to cause a scene, or they're waiting to cause a scene, right? So usually when I go, I want to just mind my business and get my stuff and keep going. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to get to know you. It's me by myself. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go get my, ribs or chicken or whatever I'm going to go get and go mind my business. All right. And I'm pretty sure that's what Miss Hood wanted to do. All right. So she goes into the establishment. She's talking. I mean, I guess she was in line at some point. And, now she's talking to the cashier. I don't know if it's about them. A dispute about who was in line first, or if it was a dispute about if she was taking too long at the register because she had to get her order together. I mean, maybe they didn't give her the right amount of change. Maybe, the order wasn't exactly how she, told them it should be. Maybe they put onions on her food and she didn't want onions, or whatever the case may be, right? But that was for her to get together, all right? Now, I know that a lot of times, because I've worked in fast food, okay? I worked at a handful of fast food establishments and stuff, and I see it, right? It's either people like to low-key bust in front of you, and then you have someone that'll take up for themselves, and then the other person gets mad. You have people who will try to rush you while you're ordering your stuff, or they try to get in between you and whatever you're telling the cashier. They want to mind someone else's business. Like, I've seen things like if, I don't know, say for instance, I may have given somebody $6 and their change was $8. So they're like, oh, well, you didn't give me the exact amount of change. So now I got to go and and go in the register and get the change. You'll have somebody in the back of them that's like huffing and puffing. Like, I wish he would just hurry up. I wish he would just hurry up. And then that person in front of them would know that they're talking about them or talking about their situation and be like, well, can you mind your business? And then there's an argument. You know what I'm saying? So I've had times where I was at the liquor store because, when you in Maryland, you have fast, you have to drive through liquor stores or whatever. And I literally was in line behind somebody in my car. And as they're pulling up, I'm pulling up, but you have someone that's trying to bust in front of me to get in the line. And you see me already right here. And I'm like, well, excuse me, that's not the line. This is the line. I was behind this person. Oh, well, you can't let me jump in front of you. No, I can't. It's late. I want to get whatever I want to get and go. Oh, bitch, and da-da-da-da-da. A whole man. You bitch, and you this and you that. It's him and his friend. And now I'm like, first of all, I don't know what you arguing at me for. I've been in line. So I said, how you arguing at me and I've been in line before you? You just rolled up here. How that work? So I'm supposed to just be like, oh, get in line. No, that's not fair. Now, granted, I take the risk of you don't know what's in his car. He could have busted at me. He could have shot at me for no reason. But I'm like, how you are? But I asked him, I was like, how the fuck you arguing at me and calling me bitches? And you literally seen me in this drive-thru. Yo, you a press bitch. You a petty bitch. What? A whole grown ass man. So I'm like a whole grown ass man and his friend that's a man. Now, I guess when he realized that, I wasn't going to I wasn't going to let him in front of the drive-thru because he was mad as shit because in order for you to try to get in front of me at this point, we're going to have to play bumper cars. So now he upset and he parked and get it, and his friend go inside and get whatever he was going to get and come back out. But my thing is, I shouldn't have to go through all that because of what? Because your toxic masculinity tells you that you deserve the bus in front of me. But no, that's a different story. But see, I can understand what happened in that restaurant. People don't want to admit it, but I can understand what happened. What probably happened just by looking at the video. See, you see how now I'm on the tangent, y'all. But I'm just telling y'all just based on what was going on. She might have been at that restaurant at the cashier saying whatever she's saying, and he decides that he has the right to come to her and talk mess to her. Or the fact that he has the right to bust, or whatever the case may be. Or, he probably waiting on his food and she's probably trying to get her food. And so he's trying to bust in front of her while she's trying to do her order to try to get his food. And she's like, wait, hold on, I'm doing this. But see, you have this ignorant, entitled thing that people do. And, a lot of people on the internet was like, well, she shouldn't have said nothing to him. I mean, but he was probably talking to her. And my thing is, why do we have to, as people, it's like we have to just shut up and go inward and not say anything, not stand up for ourselves. So you want people to run over people. That's what you want people to do, essentially. So in any given moment in life, I'm supposed to let people push me aside. No. If I am at a counter and I'm doing what I'm doing and I am not talking to you, you're not supposed to be talking to me. We don't know each other. We're just here to get food. So I think that's how that escalated. And, that's how, I don't know why people do this. I don't know if it's in the rule books of being ghetto for some reason. That you must fight in establishments and fast food establishments. I don't think, like, y'all see it all the time. Y'all see it in Burger King. Y'all see it in the McDonald's. Y'all see it in Popeyes and stuff. It's all the time. So I guess it's a rule out there now. It's in the hood booger rule book that you must fight in an establishment. And then not only that argument didn't warrant what that man did. Now, Jeremy, it said that Jeremy have twin girls. So, and you obviously have family that are women who care about Jeremy Brown, right? So Jeremy Brown can be seen telling her that if she don't shut up and woo, he's going to knock her out, right? So now because he couldn't make her submit in an argument or couldn't make her do what he wanted her to do as someone who does not know him, he is now in a situation where he has to prove himself, right? His girlfriend is there too. And this man and everybody else in the restaurant. So now he has to prove that he is a man. And he can subdue this woman. So now he has to tell this woman, because he can't argue her down. He can't make her leave. So now he has to threaten her with his fist. Which is what? No, that's when it really goes out of line. So you can't take an argument, or you can't take a woman telling you that they're not going to do X, Y, and Z and stand in her ground. So you can't take that. So now you out here with your might, with your full might, cocking your fist all the way back and punching her in the face. And because you couldn't knock her out the first time, now you have to continuously punch her in the face. Okay? So his goal was to knock her out. He couldn't do it. Now, mind you, I know a lot of dudes that can knock you out with one hit. So the fact that you couldn't do it with one hit, you can't fight like you think you can, right? So now because he didn't do what he said he was going to do, knock her out with the first hit, oh, that messed up his ego. He got to do it again. And again and again until he proved this point, until he knocks this lady unconscious. And mind you, there are people in this restaurant. Nobody's calling the police. People are recording. Like, ooh, that's another thing. Us Black people, we want to record everything. We don't want to call the police. We feel like, oh, the police is going to do something so bad to us. But at the detriment of this man potentially killing this woman, because fighting, people don't understand, you can kill somebody. The way that you hit them, you can kill somebody. One hit can incapacitate them. Like when I was an EMT and I was doing transportation, I was transporting a patient that was in a long-term care facility to another long-term care facility. And he was young. And the reason why he was there was because somebody hit him the wrong way. He got into one fight and someone hit him too hard the wrong way and literally caused so much severe brain damage that he became a vegetable. You know what I'm saying? So even being hit like that can cause death or some type of real medical emergency. Okay? So he was going to do that to that woman because either he couldn't bust in front of her, they was taking too long in the line. Whatever it was very minor. Did you see anyone telling him to stop? No. Did his girlfriend tell him to stop? Did his girlfriend escort him over somewhere else? No. While Miss Hood is being hit, you can hear the girlfriend tell her, I told you, and stuff like that, like egging it on and stuff. So the one thing that they didn't bet on, Mr. Jeremy Brown didn't bet on, is that she has a 14-year-old son. Mind you, that's why you don't know this woman. And she don't know you, but she has a 14-year-old son who comes in, sees his mom getting beat upside the head unconscious, because that's what he was trying to do. And he pulled out a gun and shot him. Now, mind you, everybody that was recording and ooh and ah, spectating, no one's calling the police. And you got the girlfriend, I told you, feeling vindicated about this other woman being bashed upside her head. Now they want to run. Now they're afraid. Because now it's about them. See, when it wasn't about them, they ain't give a damn. They want to record it and stuff. I didn't see the person recording the person who was shooting. You should have recorded that too, because why? So he can shoot me too? Nah, yeah. Because how you know Jeremy Brown wanted to be recorded punching a woman? Hey, you want to record so he can punch you too? I mean, that's how I look at it. You should have been recorded with that too, but y'all don't want to record that part, huh? So now y'all want to run. Now it's a problem. Her son shoot that man, that was a problem. But then they get to run out the facility, the restaurant. Now here's the other problem, that people had a problem with. So then she asks her son to keep shooting. So he chased after him and shot him again outside the restaurant. You should keep shooting, because if you let the person live, again, nobody knows nobody. And as far as I know, you let that person live, they're gonna come back with a gun. That's how it is in the community. You don't know what he got in his car. So, it ended up ending the Mr. Jeremy Brown's life. They end up getting locked up. CARLISHIA and the 14-year-old son. Now, because of the evidence, charges was dropped. Before charges was dropped, people said, "Oh, they should go to jail," and "Oh, it's not self-defense." And yeah, she texted him and told him to do that to him. Told her son to do that. She put her son in danger. And this, that, and third. But come to find out, prosecutors don't feel confident in that case being a winning trial based on the evidence. I mean, based on the evidence, and I've been, in the whole time also, I've been on a jury a few times in my life, and we've had stories similar to that, right? Now I'm talking, but we had some stories similar to it. So basically, I have been on the case. I'm not even going to say the details all the way, but really, I've been on the case where you had a group of people who started an incident and tried to brutally attack a family. And then when the mom comes out with a gun and gets to shooting, then now they want to run and then call the police and make it seem like they were a victim. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to be a victim. Now you want to be a victim. Okay. So, but she got to quit it. We acquitted her. You're damn right we did, because that shit was ghetto. But that's neither here or there. So, anywho, the charges were dropped because they did not feel confident in the fact that they just didn't feel confident. If a jury would have seen everything that Mr. Jeremy Brown was doing, and his intent was to knock this woman out unconscious. Okay? And when you do that, you run the risk of taking someone's life. So her life was in danger. So anybody at this point could have shot Jeremy Brown and got away with it while he was in the process of doing that, honestly. That's how I feel. He was trying to kill somebody. Jeremy Brown was trying to kill CARLISHIA Hood over some food in a restaurant. That's exactly what he was doing. When you want to knock someone out, that's intent to kill. When your intent is to knock them unconscious, that's attempted murder. Okay? Because who knows if she was going to wake up. Be honest. So, let's see. But people are saying that she should not have started this argument. But, okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. But that's how I feel. But now, Mrs. Hood wants to sue Chicago police. And I want to know if she's going to win that lawsuit. But also, I want to know if she started this incident, because everybody wants to say that Miss Hood shouldn't have started it with him, or Miss Hood should have just shut up. Okay, so tell me about this incident. Did Miss CARLISHIA Hood start this argument with Jeremy Brown, or was Jeremy Brown the aggressor in this incident? And mind you, I don't rejoice in people passing away and stuff, and I don't really like that. I don't really like the fact that it came down to that. I don't feel like, because a life is a life is precious. You know what I'm saying? We not in the business. We can't be in this business of just losing lives all the time for no reason. Something got to change. And I feel like, and if it's to be fair, did Miss Hood have to argue back with him? No. Did he have to argue back with her? No. But however, argument is an argument. You can't get locked up for arguing. What you can get locked up for is hitting somebody. So what should have happened is, it didn't have to go that far. The minute that he started talking about violence, he was wrong. The minute that he started talking about violence. Mind you, she ain't had to say nothing back to him, but the minute that he started talking about being violent towards her, that's when he was wrong. So who was wrong? Who started this situation? 1, 2, 3. And not only that, I probably think the girlfriend probably started this situation. Who started this? Okay, this was the Fool card. So this is the Fool card right here. This is the 0. The Fool, the Moon, the 2 of Swords in the reverse, the 8 of Wands in the reverse. The Moon is a feminine energy, so I'm going to say it was a female who started this. But the Moon is deceptive, hidden energy. That girlfriend started that situation. The girlfriend started it. That's just like, you know what? That girlfriend started it, and they caused that man to try to be fake masculine. Okay? The girlfriend started that situation. Okay, the Fool card is being reckless, being foolish. The feminine energy, that's a deceptive energy. As well, though, that means it's things that goes unseen, things behind the scenes that are happening that we're not aware of. But also it's a feminine energy. So I feel like this female opened that gate. And then you see these dogs howling at the moon. I feel like the feminine energy of that moon made that man act the way that he acted. It was a choice. He made a decision to act that way. And this confusion is to cause confusion. She caused confusion. There was a female who caused confusion. And it made that man howl and bark and growl at that woman. And yeah, the 8 of Wands is in the reverse. That's definitely, you got to be careful of what you say to people because things will escalate very quickly. Things went downhill. Okay? So that's what it was. It was a feminine energy who started that fight. It was that girlfriend. And she's not going to tell y'all that. She's not going to go online and say that. She started that argument. That feminine, that woman that was like, I told you. She started that. The girlfriend did. Allegedly. Okay, so I'm on the X. Did Jeremy Brown, does he really have a record of abusing women? Because people are saying that he has a history. Now, mind you, people don't like it when people bring up your history and stuff. And I mean, rightfully so, too. Because it seems like when you hear stuff on the news about something happened to an African-American person, they automatically want to start talking about the traffic ticket they had 20 years ago. Like that has anything to do with the fact that they drowned in the swimming pool. And the swimming pool is at fault. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So, was Jeremy Brown a repeat offender when it comes to assaulting women? Well, so physically assaulting and abusing women. Yes, he was. The 7 of Swords in the reverse comes out. That secret's being revealed. And guess what? The 10 of Pentacles is the reverse in the back. He comes from a broken home. Some type of broken family. Some type of poor family. Don't have generational wealth. I really do believe they don't have money like that. That's fine. Ain't nobody really got it like that. But that's where it's coming from. It's coming from broken stock. Okay? So yes, he does hit women. Okay, allegedly. He does that a lot. He has no problem. How does Jeremy Brown family truly feel about what happened and how he passed away? The, the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. They feel like the Queen of Swords absolutely controls men. Okay, they're manipulative. They feel like their son, their shining sun, was taken out by this Queen of Swords in the reverse. This cold-hearted woman. They're blaming this woman for everything. The Judgment card, yes, for the ending of their child, and now they have to like have strength and in this adversity and these hard times, and be a united front. But you're blaming this woman, but you're not going to talk about this him. Okay, so you blame him, but how do you really feel about him hitting her? Should he have been hitting? How does this family feel about Jeremy Brown hitting this woman? Well, damn, he do come from broken stock. How do you feel? Again, the woman still comes out. They feel like it's all her fault. And they got her in the porch, like, too. Let me see. Okay, so how does the girlfriend feel about all this now? Because she did start it. So sorry. The ego. It's like her ego took over. She's over it now. It's like she's over it. She doesn't want anything to do with it now. She's just full cuss, right? This Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's like no one's putting their grand support in to help her. And it's like she doesn't feel good about it, but it's not for the reasons that you would feel messed up, like, damn, that was messed up. Maybe it shouldn't have happened like this. Maybe if we did this, maybe if we did that. But now it's like she's upset that she's over it because no one is taking her side. The general public is not. Okay, so how does CARLISHIA's son feel? Like, we already know how he feels. But how does he feel? Will he get over this? 1, 2, 3. That's his son. That's his mom. And he feels like, he feels like everything was about his mom, right? He feels like his mom is his everything, right? That's his stability, right? And he felt like he was protecting his mom, like the emperor, right? You see the shotgun right here. He feels strong. He feels like he had to take up for himself or his mother. He had to take up for his mother. He had to guard the fence. He doesn't feel. He feel like a hero. Is she going to sue? Now, this is the last one I got. Okay, so is she going to sue and win against the police department? Because they just ran with stories too, so it must have been something. 1, 2, 3. Is she going to sue and win? Okay, so the Two of the High Priestess in the reverse. This is what. I don't know if she feels confident that she will win, but she could. I mean, she may not be tapping into her intuition about it. Okay. I think she needs to take a break first. Okay. Because this is fighting. This is a fight. But what I do believe is, for right now, I think that she needs to heal. I feel like something told her not to get into it with this man, and it happened anyway. So I don't think she was using her better judgment, okay? And if that's the first card that comes out, I don't think it's a good time right now to want to sue. I feel like she needs to calm down. She needs to reevaluate, okay? She needs to release this burden, okay? But what I do believe that it is someone who will help her, okay, in this matter. Okay. I do believe that someone would help her in this matter, but to me, I feel like right now is the time for you to get past the situation. And I feel like most of it is that your dignity or whatever, like you who you are. Someone literally tried to bash your face in. Like and they recorded it and uploaded it thinking that it was gonna go down how it was gonna go down. You know, they would have been you see what I'm saying? Like she would have been just another person on World Star getting beat up. And that would have been embarrassing enough. And then it's like, now your son got into this and y'all had killed somebody. Your son ended up killing somebody. So now people are trying to blame you for being a bad mother. And it's like everything is just going downhill. And it's not fair. It's not fair. Okay? It's really not fair. So I kind of feel like she needs to take a break. And I think this is traumatizing to her. I think that she'll get someone who will defend her in these cases, but I kind of feel like I really feel like she needs to take a break. This is happening too fast. She needs to take a break. Take a breather, okay? You may not get what you want back, but what you really want back. But I think she needs to reevaluate it. But it's messed up. But that's what I got, y'all. I feel like Jeremy was wrong. I feel like he was wrong. The minute that he escalated it with violence was wrong. That girlfriend started that mess. That girlfriend was saying little stuff, starting stuff, okay? Adding stuff on. But that's what I got for y'all, okay? Peace. And I'm gone, and I'm gone, and